So you've connected your BOOM-1 to your personal monitoring system. You've connected your transducer to the BOOM-1 and set the rear panel dip switches to match your specific transducer type. Now the fun begins. It's time to use your BOOM-1 to profoundly enhance your personal monitoring experience. The BOOM-1 has two straightforward controls on the front panel. The strength knob adjusts the amount of tactile sensation, and the feel button sequentially adjusts from a tight to a loose back to a tight feel with each press. There are three feel positions: tight, medium, and loose. There's the third control on the BOOM-1 front panel, the mute button. This is actually an important function used to dial in what we call your sweet spot. In a moment, I'm going to share with you my step-by-step procedure to set the Boom's strength and feel controls to hit your personal sweet spot perfectly. Before I begin, I'd like to highlight two things to keep in mind while you're adjusting your Boom system. First, it's important to remember that we perceive tactile and audio stimulation differently. Our interpretation of tactile stimulus is much different than the highly refined and calibrated hearing skills we've developed as musicians and engineers. Because of this, one common tendency of new tactile users is to add too much stimulation. This makes what should be a musical enhancement just a novelty effect. A good rule of thumb when using tactile is less is more. In fact, you don't need a lot of high-quality tactile to make a really big difference in your monitoring experience. The second thing to keep in mind is what the Boom's designed to do. The Boom system, when properly adjusted, will give back that energy you get when using large speakers. Speaker cabinets, whether in the form of floor wedges, bass amps, guitar amps, or keyboard amps, they all move a little bit of air and shake the floor just a little bit. But this little bit of tactile stimulation is a powerful component of the sound we're used to, and it's missing when we use in-ear monitors. And the Boom system gives this energy back. It's a significant enhancement and changes the feel of in-ear monitors or headphones dramatically for the better. And it's great fun. The cool thing is you don't need much of the Boom's musical shaking to make a big positive difference in your audio monitoring. Again, the concept of less is more. Consider this graphic. You'll want to find your sweet spot by adjusting the strength and feel controls on the BOOM-1. Set too strong, the tactile sensation takes over the audio, turning the enhancement into a non-musical gimmicky effect. Too weak, and you're back to standard IEM monitoring. And once you try the Boom system, you won't want to be there. So you'll want to find your personal sweet spot. And the good news is the Boom's DSP engine makes it easy. When in your sweet spot, your brain effortlessly and seamlessly blends the tactile and audio stimulus to produce a superior monitoring experience. It's magical. Here's the procedure to find your personal sweet spot. First, make sure your BOOM-1 is powered off and the strength control is all the way down, that is, all the way counterclockwise. Play content through your monitor system and get your IEMs or headphones sounding as good as you can without the Boom system on. Now, power up the BOOM-1. Set the feel setting to tight, only the bottom LED lit. This is a good place to start. Now, slowly turn up the strength control until you feel the tactile stimulation. Then give it just a little bit more. Now just listen to your monitors for about 15 seconds. You should almost forget the Boom is on, and your system should sound great. Next, adjust the feel control to the mid and loose settings by pushing the feel button. Cycle through the feel settings and find what works best for you. A drummer might like the tight setting to articulate the kick drum. A bass player might prefer the loose setting to have the Boom more active over a broader range of the bass fretboard. Keep in mind, once you select a feel setting that works best for you, just listen to your monitors for about 15 seconds. Again, you should almost forget the Boom is on and your system should sound great. Now press the mute button on the boom's front panel. You should notice a big difference. The sound goes from enveloping your whole body to squeezing your head. You should really miss the boom. If that's the case, you found your sweet spot. If the difference wasn't huge, try adjusting the strength control a little bit and repeat these steps. You'll find it's not too hard to find your personal sweet spot. When the boom sensation blends seamlessly with the audio in your earbuds, the result is magical. Experiment while keeping in mind the things we covered in this video. Remember, the boom is not a subsonic effect that you'd find in a theme park simulator. The boom system is a musical tool. It's meant to complement your personal monitors in a very natural and musical way, and the result is profound. Thanks for watching, and happy booming. To learn more about the boom system and other Aviom products, visit our website at www.aviom.com.